Mm. Yeah.
फोर्थ में आता है टू blaspheme blaspheme the Vedic scripture or a scripture in uh, pursuant to the Vedic version. हाँ, यहाँ पे जैसे हमारा ये आता है कि जो सीखा मैंने भगवत गीता भागवतम को का खंडन करना मतलब कि इलॉजिकल, लेकिन इम्पोर्टेंट यह है कि भगवत गीता भागवतम को नहीं पढ़ना भी एक तरह से उनका आलोचना करना या खंडन करना है, तो वी मस्ट स्टडी ऑल्सो.
Mm.
Fifth one is to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination. Yeah, this is clear कि we cannot consider like ये वो माइंड से या फिर इमेजिनेशन है, ऐसा नहीं हो सकता. Obviously it is not. Yeah, and the sixth one is to give some interpretation to the holy name of the Lord. Yes, ये थोड़ा सा इसमें एक पॉइंट
Mm-hmm.
I kind of forgot. Could you please little bit elaborate it?
कि कोई अपना खुद का मीनिंग अपने
हाँ ये आपने बताया था, याद आ गया या कि अब.
इमेजिनरी
यस.
इमेजिन करना है.
या इट्स लाइक somebody who say that हरे का मतलब कुछ और, कृष्णा का श्याम रंग है तो श्यामला और कुछ और, वो कुछ गलत अलग इंटरप्रिटेशन करना गलत है, कर दे तो ये. ओके माता जी, आई थिंक वी हैव स्टडीड टिल सिक्स्थ. नाउ सेवेंथ, टू commit sinful activity on the strength of holy name. I think this we have to start. Yeah.
Yeah. So we know that holy name can take away more sins than we can commit.
Mm,
Like it takes away our sinful reactions.
mm,
When we chant
mm,
the holy name,
mm,
हमारे जो पाप कर्म है वो कटते जाते हैं. So, but to think that, okay, so I can continue to commit sinful activity and holy name will take away my sinful reaction, that is an
mm,
offense.
mm.
That won't work. कि
Okay.
सोचना कि हाँ ठीक है मैं पाप करते जाऊं और फिर मेरे पाप कटते जाएंगे क्योंकि मैं चैंटिंग कर रही हूँ.
Mm,
ये
mm, mm.
नाम अपराध है.
Yeah. This one is like, yeah, again, it's like, yeah, this one was very clear when I started. Yeah, this one was very clear to me. We cannot do the like sin and just okay, this can burn the sinful activity of all our past times, past life, not past time, past life, all the past life, whatever we have done, so many sinful activity. वो सिर्फ हरिनाम इस जन्म में पूरे अच्छे से कर लेंगे तो सारा कुछ कट जाएगा. आ, इसका कंट्राडरी ये भी है कि अब इसका मतलब ये भी नहीं बनता है कि इस जन्म में हम आ, हरिनाम के बल पे पाप करते जाएं, क्योंकि हमको पता है अच्छा ये तो कितना भी पाप कर लो पाप कट जाता है हरिनाम करने से. तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि हम पाप करें हरिनाम के बल पे.
Yeah, that's right. हरिनाम के बल पे पाप करे तो
Yes,
वो नहीं करना चाहिए.
yes, ma'am.
Then
Got
to
it.
consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities, Karma Kand.
Mm,
So last reading we were speaking about Karma Kand, right?
mm,
So then there are so many activities, so many rituals, pujas, or so many other charities or penances or sacrifices someone may do. But to think that Harinam Jap is like one of the rituals or some material ritual, that is an offense.
mm,
Because chanting Hare Krishna is on the spiritual platform. It cannot be compared to any of this ordinary rituals which are done for material gain or to fulfill some material desire.
mm,
Is completely on the transcendental platform, is spiritual.
mm,
Mm. So that if we think that okay, chanting Hare Krishna is also same like any other pious activity, then that's an offense.
okay.
Yeah. And then here comes, I think you had asked this, to instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name.
Yeah.
So then people say, oh, that means I cannot talk about the holy name to everyone. No, of course we should and we need to. It's an order from Lord Chaitanya that we should speak about the glories of the holy name, but that we should instruct, or rather, we should beg for people to chant the holy name. But the glories of the holy name should be discussed among people who have faith,
Mm,
not
mm,
to somebody who has no faith. So anyone who's chanting or who's come to hear Bhagavad Gita, who has, who's come to listen, to hear Bhagavatam, has some faith. That's why he's come, right?
mm,
He
mm.
has some faith. That's
Yeah.
why he came.
Yeah.
And also when we are preaching to others, newcomers, it's not that we are completely disclosing what all the glories of the holy name are. We simply request them, please chant the holy name, you know,
Mm. या
so
यहाँ
that
पे
becomes clarified.
ये सीखने को मिलता है कि मैं उन लोगों को ये बोल सकता हूँ कि ओके एज ए काइंड ऑफ इंस्ट्रक्शन भी नहीं लेकिन एज ए काइंड ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन बोल सकते हैं उनको कि या चैंट द हरि नेम एंड दिस इज द महामंत्र एंड दिस विल हेल्प यू टू पास एंड लाइक एज ए इंफॉर्मेशन आई कैन टेल द नॉट
Yeah,
लाइक glorification
yeah,
when
that's
they
it.
have the when yeah when they have the what do you say वो थोड़ा सा भी फेथ हो तब हम ग्लोरीफाई कर सकते हैं यहाँ पे ओके
Yeah,
आई हैव वन क्वेश्चन हियर माता जी इट्स माय पर्सनल इन द सेंस कि माय ओन गर्लफ्रेंड ओके शी इज अ ताइवानीज सो उसको ऐसा लगता है कि she has a very different view, okay, like how to explain, like see let me do what I'm doing, but she say that I am not in a situation or in a position to understand the spiritual knowledge right now, or I'm not seeking it for right now, maybe uh, जब टाइम आएगा हम लाइक व्हेन देन आई विल सी करेंटली my mindset is to get a job, to get a money, to make money sufficient, raise a family and all those things, लेकिन अभी अभी वो टाइम नहीं आया है, तो फिर ऐसे और फिर कभी कभी इतना बड़ा बात बोल जाती है, जैसे कि भगवत गीता पढ़ता रहता हूँ मैं, तो कभी कभी वो बैठी रहती है तो बोलती है कि डू यू रियली मीन द do you really understand these concepts? It's like these are the very high concept of the life. It's like if you go towards the death and then you seek about the what happens after the death and how this philosophy is really to overcome. So कभी कभी उसमें इतना ज्यादा स्पार्क लगता है कि लाइक इट्स टू मच बियॉन्ड माय इमेजिनेशन कि हाउ दिस गर्ल कैन सीक मेरे ही अथॉरिटी पे क्वेश्चन करती है sensing that do you really understand? And because she kind of understand if you are following something, follow to the core, something like that. So इन ऐसे लोगों के साथ मतलब कि कैसे डील किया जाए?
Yeah, कैसे deal किया जाए? Well, I mean, she's also, you're practicing a path, so she also is, you know, helping you understand if you are following it, if you are also understanding what you're doing. So she's assisting you in that.
ओके, ओके, ओके। लेकिन मेरा ये जो डिजायर है कि शी शुड ऑल्सो फॉलो और शी शुड ऑल्सो, लेकिन फिर वहां पे क्लासेस हो जाते हैं तो इस और फिर ये वाली बात आ जाए कि आई एम प्रीचिंग ए एथिस्ट पर्सन और समथिंग लाइक दैट। और तो ये वाला पॉइंट नंबर 8 आ जाता है कि हमें प्रीच नहीं करना चाहिए। तो
Nay,
या
you mean 9? Nay, but she's not ready to listen, so you cannot force somebody also, right?
हम्म, हम्म,
You know, sometimes we see in families the husband is a devotee, but the wife is not. Wife is a devotee, husband is not. Or child is a devotee, parents are not. You know,
हम्म,
so you can't force anybody.
हम्म,
Then when it's one's own time, mm, then we'll take up. All you can do is, as you say, inform. You
हम्म,
can inform her of the Hare Krishna mantra, if
हम्म,
possible. You can share with her some prasad. You don't have to preach as such. Rather, live the philosophy. So she gets
हम्म,
attracted to
हम्म,
see that what is actually Bhagavad Gita all about. Because if we can live by what we are studying, then that becomes a more easier way for other people to accept
हम्म, हम्म,
the philosophy. Of course, but then it's not easy, right?
हम्म,
But
true.
all we can do is try our best
Yes,
because
yes.
it's easy to speak the philosophy. You should do this, you should do that, but when we have to follow it, then we fall short ourselves.
Mm, mm, true, true. I think this is the one. I think, yeah, this is the only thing. Like couple of time, this statement came towards me that rather than trying to influence or trying to force or something or like yeah, uh, leave the by yourself, and then the thing will automatically change.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 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 Got it.
Okay.
Thank you, Mataji.
Then the last one.
Yeah, the last one is Sinam, you wanna go?
Okay. To not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachments. Even after understanding so many instructions on this matter, it is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting.
Yeah. So it gets difficult for us, right? This one. Not to
E-
be,
I guess
it's, it,
most of us are doing this 10th. Um,
yeah. to be inattentive while chanting. And then what happens is when we do inattentive chanting, then we commit other offenses also.
Mm.
So this one we really have to be so careful of
Mm.
inattention while chanting. So then how to do? Have
I
to
don't know.
practice then, huh?
So I think it's very common. Mind goes here and there. When you're chanting, you're
Yeah,
thinking of something else.
yeah. Then we just have to practice, have to begin practicing to let the mind hear the mantra. So it's not easy, it's difficult, but then the more we practice, the easier it will get. Like, for
Mm.
example, riding a bike. First, initially, it's difficult. You fall down and you fall down, but you continue, and then one day you can ride the bike. So, similarly, it's difficult for us to be attentive, but we practice and we practice and practice.
Mm. And how about this? Like material attachments.
Yeah,
We are still materially attached.
yeah, true, right?
Yeah.
To not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachment. Now we have so many material attachments.
Mm.
So then what to do? You have to continuously chant then the holy name.
Mm. But
The
even they
more
say,
we
like,
chant, mm,
Prabhupada say we have to chant 24 hours, but still in 24 hours we cannot be attentive. So what about that can in like those conditions? Like we are driving or we are walking or we are doing something else.
yeah, chant. Yeah,
That is also inattentive chanting, right?
yeah, but still, at, while we are while we are walking or something, we can attempt at least one, two names we will be able to hear. It's better than not hearing at all.
Mm.
Because, and then the practice has to be done when we are doing japa, when we are doing our japa, the time which we are setting aside only for chanting.
Mm.
Then we practice at that time. And then when we are doing other things, then the mind will be able to hear the names. And other things are actually sometimes quite automatic.
Mm.
So it needs a lot of practice. It's not easy for us. But there are devotees who are doing the practicing good. They're doing, for example, they're waking up early in the morning to do japa. That's when the mind is more calm. So it helps to focus.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah, one more thing is here, like uh, इतना इतना मैकेनिकल हो जाता है ना कभी कभी, बस खाली we just do because we just have to do it. But वो maybe someday we are enthusiastically, or we kind of I won't say the taste, but we feel like, okay, let me do that with happy. My mind is attentive, we listen, we each and every words and all those things. uh, is there any is there any deeper way that every day I can be into the same state of mind, like, okay, I'm very enthusiastic for the today's chanting, very man lag raha hai, and yeah, Is there any way?
Yeah, that happens, right? At Nishtha, steady faith. Then one is steadily hearing and chanting. The stages begins from Shraddha, then Sadhu Sangha, then Bhajana Kriya. We have slight faith. With slight faith, we associate with devotees. With devotees, we engage in devotional service, hearing and chanting. Then comes Anartha Nivriti, where the cleaning of the heart happens, taking away of the unwanted things. Then Anartha Nivriti, when Anartha Nivriti is happened to a great degree, there's not many Anartha left. Then comes Nishtha, steady, firm faith. Then one will be enthusiastic to chant every day.
Hmm.
Then one goes on, one will get taste in chanting, one will be attached to chanting, one will chant with emotion, and then one will chant with love. So these are the stages that happen.
Then comes the question that uh, it's a process. So will can it be attained in this life only? That level.
Yes, of course, it can. It can. Yeah, Prabhupada wanted us. That's why he said, make this life your last life. Just have to take up the process.
Hmm.
It's a science, right? You do something, you get the result. So take up the process. You will get the result.
Oh.
Yes.
Maybe yeah, maybe maybe it is like this that uh, initially when we learn some uh, rules of the science, let's say as an engineer we learn some theory that okay, circuit works like this, and but initially we don't know V is equal to IR. We don't know what is current, whichever. We don't have a feeling. It's just a formula. But repeatedly, that formula start becoming like okay, more clear in the mind, and when later it start becoming like okay, slowly it goes into subconscious mind that when decoding any circuit it become so that okay, यहाँ पे ये चीज काम नहीं कर रहा हुआ क्योंकि क्योंकि this is not happening, the proper current flow is not going through because of this uh, R is not working properly. So it's kind of like more clear formula. I'll say ki formula is becoming more clear in my head, which is not clear when I started to practice that formula. But after 10 years, I think this formula makes more clear. In the similar way, maybe Krishna chanting initially not that much uh, interest or not that much feeling, but mechanically also if we keep if I keep doing, maybe after 10 years I'll start feeling that uh, chanting, and
Yeah.
maybe I'll get the taste.
Yes.
Okay.
It's right. Just have to continue. Just do it. Just continue to hear and chant.
Mm. Okay. 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 Let's keep doing it. Like, let me keep doing it. Yeah, maybe after 10 year I'll get a more clear feeling and answer of this particular problem. Yeah, that why. Yeah, just do it, let me just do it.
Mm, okay. Any other comments?
Mm.
Good for now. So some devotees will recite this 10 offenses, the holy name every day as a reminder so that we can be careful of these offenses. Before chanting, especially, some may recite these offenses. And some may not recite it every day, but may, you know, where every once in a while, again, try to read them, study them.
Yeah.
So that we can
Maybe,
avoid them.
yeah, maybe we should also do this like just for like once in a 6 month or something. We should.
Yeah, it's good. Good to be constantly reminded. Yeah.